The inspiration for this book, Melody of a Tear, actually there's a story behind it. I used to write articles for Dawn, and one of the articles really moved my wife, and she suggested that why don't I write a novel? And I actually tried, and then I thought of what exactly should constitute that novel. And it turned out that I had a lot of experiences which were moving and which have actually left a mark on me. And I actually kind of collected all those sensations and moving moments of my life, and actually they added up, and this became the inspiration of the novel. And all the themes that I have in the novel are basically that whatever I've drawn from my subconscious and the things that I've gone back into my past to collect. So that those became the motivation for this novel. And this is basically a compendium of my sentiments and emotions that I've been collecting over the period of time. Favorite character within this novel. That's a tough one actually, because when you talk about favorite characters, as the cliche goes, it's like choosing between your children. But amongst these characters, I think one character that actually drives the whole story and who is actually setting the pace, who is thinking ahead and planning out the life patterns for his friends is Varith. So I think that one character ended up to be one of my favorites and the favorite. Eventually, wasn't the favorite while I was writing, but he ended up being someone who was the most selfless of them all, and who actually had the brains to deliver a plan to his friends so that they can also live the life that they want to. Liberty Publishing is amazing, really. Liberty Publishing has been a great addition to the publishing houses in Pakistan, and they are actually very professional, very friendly, and they actually help out the author in lots of ways, and they're very cooperative, and they're always interactive, always asking questions and deliberating and exchanging ideas. And why they're so important for Pakistan? Because, frankly speaking, there are not enough publishing houses in Pakistan, especially for English fiction. And there is a big gap that Liberty is trying to fill, and filling it rather successfully. We all authors used to look towards our neighbor India, where we were all getting published. My first this novel also initially got published Melody in India, and then it was republished by Liberty Publishing. So Liberty Publishing is something that is a blessing in disguise for a lot of authors like me, because now we're not dependent on India. We have a very professional setup here, and this is going to play a long and very effective role going forward. We are going to have a lot of local authors who would now have, in shape of Liberty Publishing, this hand holding available to them. So it's a great service in a way to the country, and also it's a great support for the authors. And Liberty, mashallah, is doing wonderfully well, as you can see in 2020 and 21. There's a long list of writers that I'm very fond of, that I've been reading throughout my life. Uh, in terms of humor, I'm a great fan of P.G. Woodhouse, and there's another writer called Jerome K. Bloom that a lot of young readers might not be familiar with. Ryder Haggard, another of my favorite writers. If you look come closer, you Arundhati Roy, definitely Michael Untaji, what is remarkable English patient. And then amongst the local authors, Muhammad Anif is incredible. So is Mohsin Hamid. And in Urdu writers also, we have great legends. I've read my own father, all his books, remarkable way, style of writing, very unique. Then Shafiq Rahman for his irrepressible humor. They are just amazing writers in Pakistan, and they're all coming up. The greater writers, a great number of writers also in the pipeline. You keep hearing about them every day.